Ay, señor. Los caballitos me van a moler el culo. Mis caballos. Es verdad, ya que estamos... A ver... Joder, ya estamos. ¡Ah! Míralo. Hombre, prefiero más la otra montura, ¿eh? Pero, hostia, qué guapo el patrón. Hostia, tú, qué guapo el patrón, tío. ¿Ah? Pero no es mi estilo. No es mi estilo, sorry. Prefiero esto, menos ostentoso. Es que todas las armaduras aquí son ostentosas de cojones. Pero bueno. No, a ver. Teníamos... esto ya son cosas de Gwent. Vale, nos quedan las misiones del mapa, que son esta y algunas que hay por aquí. Así que vamos para allá. Uy, no, por aquí. Por aquí, amigo mío. Hostia. Vale, tío. Haz lo que te salga del pepino. Joder, chaval. Un momento. Mucho mejor. A ver, ¿qué se trase por aquí?
You scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak.
Name's Geralt. No crest, no motto, no plumed helmet even. I'm a witcher. Mind telling me why you're here?
For the head of Grotori, the monster from yon cave. I swore on my honor I would bring it to my betrothed, mounted on a pike.
Mm-hmm. Made any progress?
I've been gathering my strength. I shall attack soon. I gave my word, and my word is my honor.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to...
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
All in all, I suppose you're right. We must fight side by side, then. For honor.
Bueno, ya estamos. Otro gilipollas. Que tiene ganas de morir. Va a ser otra vez la mierda esta del mando. Porque... En fin, cosas. A ver, ya. Venga. Hostia, ¿dónde se va el gilipollas este? ¡Que te van a matar, Luis!
But I should be the one to lop off its head.
We gotta kill it first.
Oh.
Strange. No sign of Grotori.
Perhaps we should turn back? If there's no beast, there's no beast. Damn shame, but we tried.
Not so fast. Let's take a look around. Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden.
Sí, ¿no? O sea, el bosque es la hostia aquí.
Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque.
Eso da mal rollo. más.
Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. An infant. About a year, maybe.
They speak the truth about the villages. Grutor.
Various sundries. Clear as day now. Gertori must have taken them from its victims. Seems to be off somewhere, probably feeding. Need to lure it.
Uy, no, a ver. ¿Qué bestia es esta? A ver. Esto tiene que ser como un relicto. Como un legend, ¿no? Ogroide cavernoso. Nadie sabe con exactitud cuando el boscoso cavernoso se instaló en las cuevas al pie de la montaña Gorgona. Los boscosos suelen preferir asentamientos aislados y rara vez buscan cobijos en cuevas. Parece que el cavernoso comenzó a disfrutar de las cavernas y de ahí su nombre. Este monstruo era célebre entre los caballeros de Beauclerc, que lo consideraban un trofeo que les daría gloria. Ninguno mostraba verdadero interés para enfrentarse a él, excepto el joven caballero François. Vale. Voy a ser algún tipo de escondrijo, no vaya a ser que me cale hasta los huesos y coja algo de malo, así que me arrastraron de cueva y allí escuché un rugido. Huí a la velocidad que al llegar a casa se me había sacado el abrigo por el viento. Vale.
To work then. Gods,
Ah.
thy will be done.
Hostia, que me quemo tú. ¿Tú salimos o qué? ¿Que quiero jugar? Eso es, amiguete, sal. Hostia puta. Bueno, si me vas a poner veneno, más fácil, ¿eh? Ja, 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 ja. ¿Por qué ninguna de esas plantas me escupe veneno? Gracias. Vale, ya está. Vale, ya murió. Uf, chaval. Hostia, cómo tengo la cara, he hecho un Cristo. Craca.
By my troth, the damned brute was sturdy.
I'm grateful, Witcher. You aided me greatly. Please, you must accept this trifle as a token of my gratitude.
Why the challenge? Couldn't have gone after something less formidable? A werebub, for instance?
Why? For the beast must match in ferocity the very ardor of my affection and...
You're blushing, Sir Knight.
Oh, it's my betrothed. The thing is, she champs at the bit to get married when we've not known one another but 2 years. So I vowed to slay Grutori. Thought it would buy me time to battle such a beast. Why, it could take months.
Especially at the rate you were going. High time you returned to Beauclerc, brave knight.
Nay, oh, nay. The head of this beast is a trifle, wholly inadequate to express
La
the
madre que lo
love I
parió.
have for my betrothed. The world awaits. To honor her, I shall cut down another, more terrible beast.
Mira, te voy a dar el consejo de tu vida.
Take my advice. Grab the damned head and cut this shit.
You are blind to my predicament. Once I return, I will have no recourse. She'll track me to the nearest shrine while...
Shut up and listen. Crests, scrap metal armor, swooning damsels, all that's nothing to do with hunting monsters. Witches' work. Damn hard, dangerous, and thankless work that you're just not cut out for. Want to prove your valor? Go back to your betrothed and be honest. Tell her you're not ready to marry.
You do not mince words, Master. In Tucson, one might demand satisfaction upon trampled ground for a lesser slight. Yet, there is truth in what you say, I cannot deny. I survived with my life by a hair. It is time I returned home.
Joder, la niñatez que hay suelta en el mundo, Dios mío. Banda de gilipollas. Coño, que me quemo. Coño. A ver. Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? No. Tinte azul. Vámonos. Y no. Musgo, mierda, etcétera. Pues nos vamos. Coño. A ver. Joder, la niñatez que hay suelta en el mundo. Por el amor de Dios. Vale. Me faltan cosas, ¿eh? A ver si ya se muestran. Tío, ¿por qué no se muestran las misiones? Había una misión aquí de un pintor, ¿no? Ah, ahí está. Esta era otra, venga. Esta era otra.
Come on, Roach.
Venga, arreando. No te caigas del puente esta vez. Menos mal que te dije que no cayeras del puente. Y es por el otro camino, hijo mío. Cuando quieras, ¿eh? Joder. Tío, solamente espero que en el próximo juego que saquen de The Witcher hagan al caballo, si es que meten un caballo de montura, más... yo que sé, que tenga 10 neuronas más. No las 4 que tiene, porque me cago en todo. Uff. A ver si la banda sonora pone la musiquita que me gusta. Spotify, actívame banda sonora de Beauclair, de Toussaint. ¿Por qué estoy bajando por el jardín? Estoy gilipollas. Perdón. Ay. Vale, quería llegar por aquí, joder. Oh, ahí empieza la música.
All is in order.
Da, 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 da.
I lent you coin for wine.
Can't believe it.
Snow White, you with the exquisite hair. Am I invisible?
No, no eres invisible.
Come on, come here.
Perdón. Perdóneseme.
Father Serendipity, I'm so glad you're back.
¿Qué pasa?
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past, on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get. Gotta stop by that bank.
Pues se pasa por el banco, no pasa nada. Ta, ta, ta. Dios, qué pereza tener que hacer cosas en el banco, en serio.
Yes? Can I help you?
Hola, buenas.
Welcome to Cianfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer's always right. How might I be of service?
¿Puedes cambiarme dinero? Ah, sí, mira.
I'd like to change some coin.
By all means.
¡Os coño! No, sí, de toda la mierda que tenía.
Got an account here. Like to make a withdrawal.
Naturally. Your name?
Geralt of Rivia.
Wait a moment, please, while I find the relevant record.
¡Qué coñazo de momento! Gatito. Gatito.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Extraordinary circumstances, you see. There's a note in the records. The account holder is dead.
That's inaccurate, as you can see.
It's some kind of mistake. The note is clearly an error. To reactivate the account, you'll need permit A38. For more information, please go to window number 1.
¡Oh, no! ¡Ah!
Right. Where's window number 1?
Tengo aquí unos flashbacks de Asterix y Obelix que no veas. Hola, buenos días.
Welcome to Cianfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
I'd like to reactivate my account, so I need a copy of permit A38.
Wrong window, I fear.
Happen to know where I can do it then?
Let me think. Perhaps upstairs, in records? Or downstairs in the archive? You must ask them, sir.
Do just that.
Vamos a ir con toda la tranquilidad del mundo, señor mío, porque en la mínima empieza a echar aquí una escabechina.
No safer place than a bank.
You cut the line, sir! You cut the line, sir!
Pues entra. Vale, tío.
Sorry, gotta get through.
Hold there. What is this? Back off the queue, sir.
Welcome to Cianfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer is always right. How might I help you?
This where I get permit A38?
Naturally. Just hand me your Form 202, please.
Dios, cómo odio esto que pasa en la vida real. ¿Sabes? Que te digan, tienes que coger este documento. Y yo, vale, tío. Voy al sitio, oye, quiero este documento. Vale, pero tienes este otro. Y yo, pero ¿tu compañero es gilipollas o qué?
Form 202. All right. Where do I get that document?
Allow me to explain. Permit A38 can only be issued upon presentation of Form 202, as stated specifically in Ordinance N60. Please, go to window number 1.
Otra vez.
Just came from there. Never mind. Be back shortly with Form 202.
Que ya está, que ya he salido.
You cut in front of me, sir.
Pues vale. Te voy a romper la nariz como sigas, ¿eh?
Well, couldn't really give a crap.
You boor, you churl. I will not stand for this. Just you wait, I'll teach you some manners.
Go on, hit me.
Venga, pégame. Si tienes cojones, pégame.
Oh, gentlemen, if you wish to raise a ruckus, do it outside. Outside, now!
Bueno, yo solamente quería retirar dinero. Y acabo ahora pegándome con un gilipollas. Tiene el señor ese enfrente, ¿eh? Nos va a pegar una hostia del ciudadano.
Come on.
I shall teach you the meaning of decency.
Te voy a enseñar el significado de no tocarme los cojones cuando estoy teniendo un día de mierda. Venga.
Cuts in line, then resorts to fisticuffs. I
Yeah.
shall teach you the meaning of decency.
¿Ves la espada? Pues así la tengo de larga, como no te calles. A ver.
Come on. Where the hell she go? Hair maid. Need to follow the scent. Could be the lead I need.
Ay, la madre que lo trajo. Esta es la clásica, ¿eh? Que trabajan 5 minutos y se van.
Excuse me. Got something I gotta take care of at window
You
1.
cannot be serious. I too
Como
find
tocan
it
las
hard to
narices
believe.
eso.
Excuse me.
Can you not see what it says there? We're on our break.
Sí, cuidado que os deslomáis,
Celine,
¿eh?
darling, sign this for me, will you?
Oh, there you are. Listen, there's
We
something
are on break.
Ah, you try to be polite, it just never
favor.
gets through.
Yo he sido políticamente correcto, señora.
Got no choice, I guess. Need to wait till they're done with their break.
Safer place than a bank.
Ah. Bueno, ya estamos. Tenemos un pringao aquí al lado. Por favor, no me hables.
You must wait. They have the break now.
Oh, no jodas, genio.
So, what do you hope to get here?
Tu puta madre.
Permit A38. Though, guess I need Form 202 as well now.
Form 202. Easy peasy. Certificate P. Now, that is a challenge.
Pues bueno.
But, as we are both forced to wait, fancy a round of wind.
No. Gracias.
See, you know this place pretty well. Must have taken care of a good amount of business.
Naturally, my friend. Naturally. Indeed, I've managed to work the system a time or two. You see, such things require finesse, subtlety. Otherwise, you're stuck. I have seen them try everything. Magic, hypnosis, bribery. Nothing works.
Might as well go if nothing works. There's nothing I can do?
Be kind. Be pleasant. This and only this. The woman here, she sits at her window 12 hours each day without hearing so much as a good day from anyone. But muster up some flowers, some perfume. Well, you will resolve your matter lickety-split.
Right. Certainly worth a shot.
Good luck.
Está bien, a ver. Compra un regalo para el empleado del banco, venga. Ay, señor. Están sentadas 12 horas ahí. Así, estáis sentadas 12 horas. ¿Habéis probado a hacer un puto concierto de mierda? A ver si tenéis cojones de poneros regañadientes, hijas de puta. A trabajar 16 horas diarias.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
Solamente dime lo que tienes.
Show me what you've got in stock.
Poción de despeje, poción de restauración. Mutágenos gastados en desarrollar mutaciones no se recuperan. Uy, no. Perfume. De cocó de tu puta madre.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Dios mío. Esta táctica hoy día no funciona porque encima te dan las largas y te mandan la seguridad, ¿eh? No puedes regalar mierda ahora. Lo que te toca ahora es comerte un garrón de la gran flauta y joderte. Porque el sistema te puede.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
Joder, tú tienes que amar tu trabajo, ¿verdad?
Need Form 202 to get a copy of Permit A38. Do you know that? Couldn't have told me? Wasted a lot of time because of you.
Please, sir. There's no need to lose your temper. I thought it obvious and thus needed no stating. The form will soon be ready. Name and surname?
Geralt of Rivia.
Let me find it. Gedon, Gemel. Here it is. Geralt of Rivia. Sorry, sir, I cannot issue Form 202.
Excuse me?
The applicant in question has been declared dead, officially. Now, do tell me, sir, how am I to enter that into the ledger?
Like musky aromas, right?
And how would you know that, sir?
Smelled it. When you walked by. That scent you wear. Lovely. So I thought to myself, bet she'll like this too.
Madre mía, Geralt, ¿quieres dejar de seducirla con esa voz? Joder.
Really?
Please, accept it as a token of my thanks for your help with my file.
Tío, que sí.
You, sir, are quite the charmer.
Tío, que se me han caído las bragas hasta a mí, no me jodas.
Wait a moment. I shall fetch Master Chinfanelli. Perhaps he'll arrange something that excludes the paperwork.
Me van a llamar el putito de la ciudad, ya verás. Que tío, a ti te habla Geralt con esa voz y bueno, le dejas que te haga de todo.
You tell him dinna disturb, but no, always some bugger who can't stand to wait. Plough me, who's this? Hearty greetings, Master Geralt. You haven't paid us a visit in eons.
Been a bit busy, but I'm back now and I need your help with something.
Of course. Now do tell, how can I help you?
Got a problem with my account. Wanted to withdraw some coins, see, but...
No problem there, we'll get you paid up in a jiffy. just gonna need to settle yon tiny wee trifle.
Heard that already. Permit A38, among others.
Oh, my hands are tied without them, Geralt. But I see you're a quick learner in the ways of banking. You'll get them in a heartbeat.
Cianfanelli, no more excuses. Pay out my coin, now.
Come on, Master Witcher, for why the ire? There's no need. We'll have it all for you. You just need to see the necessary documents.
Got a document right here means a hell of a lot more than any of your forms or permits. Have a look.
Her Enlightened Highness, she's hired you.
Mm-hmm. And as her personal emissary, I demand access to my account, right now.
¿Y por qué no enseñaste esta mierda antes de primeras?
Master Witcher, this way.
Que tenías la llave maestra para todo, cabrón.
So how's the trade these days, Master Witcher?
Can't complain.
Good for you, because in our neck of the woods, things are dark, dark shite. Wine sales are stuck in the muck and sinking deeper. It's the fucking wretched names, I tell you. Folk out with the duchy haven't any notion how to say Cote de Blessure and all that. It twists their tongues in bloody knots. Makes them ashamed to ask for it. Done. Deposit box 256. Last in on the right.
Dios mío. Podríamos acabar esto hace 3 millones de años, pero no. Joder. ¿Perdona?
What the hell's this, Cianfanelli? Box is empty.
Well, coins got to circulate. So when we learned you were dead, Master, we, circulated yours. Purchased stocks, bonds, invested in a few vineyards. Before we knew it, there was hee-haw left in the box.
Really ought to call it what it is. You robbed me, plain and simple.
Nay, Master Witcher, never. I wouldn't dare.
Oh, you'd dare. And now you'll answer for it. Open the gate.
Master Witcher, I'll pay it all back, every red copper. I swear it on my nana's beard.
Got a week, not 1 day more.
You shan't regret this, I swear. I'll rustle it up, have it ready for you in 7 days.
See you then.
Más te vale, porque alguna vez te han cortado la barba, rasurado al 0 y el -1. La madre que lo trajo, el puto nano de mierda, que me hace perder el tiempo. Bueno, 7 días, a ver. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. ¿Y por qué estáis tardando en cazar la bestia? Es que no veas, duquesa. No veas la de puñetero banco de mierda que tienes aquí en la ciudad. 6. 7. Y voy a añadir un día extra por las risas. ¡Tú!
What is it?
Got your coin, sir. And a wee gift to thank you for the trust you showed. This blade's the Reckoner. It saved my arse a fair number of times.
Qué guapo, la guardaré como si fuera paño en oro, ¿eh?
Call it even.
One last thing. I'd like to apologize for the whole mingin' kerfuffle.
Pues no te perdono. Dios, madre mía, vaya Forma de tocar la polla. ¡Qué misión más cabrona, tú! ¡Qué toca pelotas! A ver. ¿Tú qué?
Snow White.
Name's Geralt. What can I do
¿Me
for
vuelves a
you?
llamar Blancanieves?
Hair, the scar, the frown. It's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir. Admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes. Oh, so.
Lo siento, pero yo soy de otra calle, ¿eh?
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed. Yours. En face. Actual size. With the finest Vista Toussaint Fords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
Don't see why not. Long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't. Never worry. We've but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town. A perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and palettes from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
Bueno, vamos para allá. Uy. Un cuadro. Me va a quedar de puta madre en la casa, ¿eh? Ya te digo.
I feel faint. My head spins.
Joder, ¿llegamos o qué? Tío, otra cosa no, pero... Colina, este mapa tiene un rato. ¿Qué cuesta más infernal, por favor?
The light is inopportune at the moment. Could you return around?
Vale, a mediodía, lo pillo.
I've always dreamt of
I'm here.
Let us go. We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued. A work of mine, Turtle Dove o'er the Heath, hangs in the Ducal Palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters, and poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes, Pierre Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief.
No sé si sigue hablando en serio o de broma.
We'll continue on foot.
Yo iba a rebanarle el cuello al tío este, en la oreja.
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine, I'll take a look around.
Pero bueno, ¿tú por qué coño dejas material caro y difícil de reemplazar en mitad del puto campo? ¿Tú eres gilipollas? Es como dejar una cámara de 1000 pavos ahí en medio de la nada.
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
¿Dónde coño? Hola. Ah, vale. Ah, ya veo el rastro. Coño.
Got paint drops here too.
Ah, y veo un olor también.
Footprints. Smudged. Neckers. Look like they made off with paints. Question mark. Why?
¿Estas las sabéis o qué? No falla. Un momento. ¿Cómo vamos de mutágenos y tal? Ahí ya tenemos este. ¿Y para este qué? Ah, vale. Solamente nos faltan los niveles. Que vi los mutágenos y dije, oye, ¿cómo va esto?
Ruined. Painter should still be able to use them. Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda?
O el Homo erectus. O el Homo neandertal. O las cuevas estas de... ¿Cómo se llamaban las cuevas estas? Ah, ¿cómo se llamaba la cueva esta de las pinturas que está en España, coño? ¿Cómo se llamaba, tío? Que no me acuerdo. Palmerí... No. ¡Ah! Era algo por pal.
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
Ahora voy a estar pensando en la maldita cueva esta de cómo se llamaba.
We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect.
Voy a tener la puta pregunta en la puta cabeza.
The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Coño, que la cueva estaba abierta por los 70, por ahí, los 80, pero luego la cerraron por preservación histórica.
No. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must.
Joder, ¿cómo se llamaba el nombre de la cueva esta? ¡Altamira! ¡Dios! ¡Joder! Altamira, me cago en todo, tío. ¿Cómo se me pudo olvidar el nombre? Dios, las cuevas de Altamira. Coño. ¿Ves? Ya sabía yo.
A witcher lying senselessly on the heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Esas cuevas molan fleje. Las cuevas de Altamira. Las más antiguas que hay. La verdad es que hubiera molado poder verlo. Pero está como es súper restringido. No se puede entrar ni nada.
Not so fast, Roach.
Hubiera estado bien verlo.
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
¿Cómo nos ponemos para esto? A caballo, heroica, ya siguiente, heroica.
Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course. The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at the, well, that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin? Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work with me. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
La verdad es que mola la imagen.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Hijo mío, que literalmente hay un grifo.
Run and hide.
Dearest mommy!
¿Dónde vas tú, hermoso? ¿Que a dónde vas, te digo? Ole.
Is it safe?
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof. Monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Ya que estamos.
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid. Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is, well, too far cut and chopped. Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. Ah, I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
Maravitupendo. Espera un día para ver el cuadro. Venga, otra espada. Joder. ¡Epa! Espada de Toussaint. No, prefiero la mía. No, prefiero la mía. Vale, a ver. ¿Hay algún punto de viaje rápido? Sí. Ya que estamos, vamos a ir a casa un momento y a dejar la mierda. Bueno, no, vamos a ir directamente a por el cuadro. Y ya después de eso vamos a casa y luego hacemos la misión principal. Por fin. No, y te va a pintar el retrato en un día, joder. Eso sí es trabajar con diligencia, ¿eh? Eso sí es trabajar con diligencia y los demás son tonterías. Y más siendo pintor. A ver lo que ha hecho. Ay, por el amor de una virgen.
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
It's nice. Shows a lot of imagination. Don't recall undressing before posing, though. Some of the other details are a bit off, too.
Well, the imagination is an artist's chief tool.
Heard the same from a certain poet. He embellishes and invents, chiefly.
Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
1000 pavos. Tócate los cojones. Venga.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento. Though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
All right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
1000 pavos, tócate los cojones. No, vas a pasar hambre. Los cojones vas a pasar hambre ahora. Con 1000 pavos. Yo la verdad es que el valor de la moneda en el juego no entiendo muy bien cómo funciona, porque dice, no, es muy caro, y son 150 monedas para casar a un puto lesson. Pero luego vale un cuadro 1000 pavos. Y tú, vale, tío. No entiendo cómo va el formato este, pero te lo compraré. Pepe.
Master Liam and Maid Matilda. Why
A ver. Podemos colocar el escudo. Toma. Nice. ¿Y dónde colocamos mi cuadro? ¿Aquí? Ahí se queda. Para que levante todos los días y me vea a mí mismo. Esto es muy egocéntrico, ¿eh? Vale, a ver. Vamos a guardar la armadura nuestra. Y... esto, lo del caballo. Y el cuadro este. Vale. Vale, no tenemos más trofeos, no tenemos nada más. Pues si no hay nada más, pues ya estaría la casa. Vale, a ver. Vamos a ir al herrero, vendemos mierda, reparamos las cosas y vamos a hacer ya por fin la misión principal. Que ya nos hemos demorado bastante.
Yes, faith.
Greetings.
Sí, buenas.
What do you have on offer?
Es verdad que tenemos nuestra ballesta a una mano. No quería guardarla. Bueno, ¿cargamos el menú o qué? La espada no, la espada esa la guardamos para nosotros. A ver, nada para vender por aquí, pues ya está.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Mierda, quería reparar.
Greetings. Would you... Of course.
Ahora sí.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Vamos a ir a la tienda de aquí. Ups. Apagué las velas al señor.
So long.
Vale. Ahora sí, a la misión principal, venga. Que ya no tenemos nada más que hacer. Uf. No es, chaval.
That's it, Roach.
Happy trails.
Why do you stick around here like a pitchfork in a dump?
Vamos a hablar con Regis. Uy, eso se ha bugueado.
Show me what you got.
Ah, la fiesta ya la podemos dejar en paz. Ok. ¿Otro? Bueno. Siempre lo mismo. ¿Ya? ¿Puedo hacer la misión principal? Pregunto. A ver. Toc toc.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Vamos a ver, otra forma de entrar. Ah. Joder, ¿en serio?
Victuals aplenty around here.
Uf. Menos mal por la espada esta.
Some stench.
¿Alguna sorpresita más? ¿Qué debas saber? Joder, como tenga este bug. Ah, vale, no. Dios, lo que vamos a tener. Telaraña rosa.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants.
Dios, se me
If he
está
does not wish to
rompiendo
be
mucho.
found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Uf, cómo me está rompiendo la telaraña rosa,
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated,
el mundo es un
so
pañuelo.
without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received
Parece que se
it from a dear
arregla.
old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely.
¿Y para qué
The
hablo?
reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Ok.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Y... Qué asco los movimientos post-mortem de la mano. Ay, por fin fue la telaraña, me cago en todo.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Venga.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask you directly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seemed I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Joder, imagínate.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Me cae muy bien, Regis.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
Sí, bueno.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
A ver, para lo que quieran, tienes que encontrarle gusto a algo de lo que haces, porque si no me cago en todo. Si no, apaga y vámonos.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Bravo.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. And a curse. In one place. That a coincidence? Or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Venga, entonces. A ver, bestiario. Maldito. Necrófago. Vale. A la guarida. Que voy a tener lo del cuadro todo el rato. Joder. Un poco molesto, pero tampoco es para tanto. Quieto, por arriba. Mira, bonito. Joder con los caminos. Te lo juro. Venga, que llegamos. Otra vez las boinas. Joder. Caballito, me estás poniendo muy nerviosito. A ver, ya. ¿Tú crees? Joder, cómo odio estas cosas. Toma por culo, coño. Por Dios, qué pesadilla. Joder. Sí que son pesados estos seres. Ay, vale, ya. ¿Puedo trabajar, por favor?
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. A pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some White saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Sí, no, algo me dice que le gustan las cucharas. Diario manchado. Llevo unos días sufriendo mareos. Nunca me había pasado algo semejante. Si esto sigue así, aunque no soporto la brujería ni la hechicería, tendré que visitar a un herbolista. Los mareos no cesan y lo peor de todo es que también siento dolores tan fuertes que a veces no puedo ver. He ido al herbolista, una vieja moira repulsiva que me ha mirado como si hubiera visto un monstruo. Me ha dado una maldita mezcla que tengo que tomarme 2 veces al día. No me está sirviendo de nada. Hoy, como cada día, me he mirado al espejo y me he quedado sin palabras. Luego suelo comprobar que no me haya salido ninguna arruga y que no tengo bolsas en los ojos, pero hoy no hay arrugas, pero habría preferido que las hubiera. Me está saliendo pelo en los pechos. Es horrible. Tiene que ser por culpa de esas condenadas hierbas. Fui a romperle los morros al arborista, pero su moral estaba vacía. Debería saber lo que me ocurría y se ha alargado. Aunque me quito los pelos, mi familia está empezando a sospechar algo. Y cada vez crecen más rápido. He intentado sacarme la idea de la cabeza, pero no puedo aguantarlo más. Puede que no fueran las hierbas las que me hayan llevado a esto, sino una maldición de un viejo mendigo que me quité de encima una vez. Tengo que averiguarlo. Quiero contratar a alguien que pueda encontrar al arborista. No puedo pensar con claridad. Cada vez se me hace más difícil escribir. Soledad, sin familia. Comer, quiero comer. No hay cuchara buena, cucharas vacías. Nada, comer, duele. Espejo, mentiras, no. ¡Ah! Hay que decirlo como se lee.
Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. And Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror, as if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Es muy probable, hijo mío.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Bueno.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It makes sense.
Sí, no. Carta deteriorada. Querido maese Levassier, sé que lleváis años ganándoos la vida persiguiendo a criminales. Tengo un encargo para vos, algo inusual. Probablemente os preguntéis por qué hemos llegado a este punto y por qué no podemos reunirnos en persona. Veréis, en mi situación actual, cualquier tipo de reunión es muy arriesgada. No tanto para mí, sino para la persona con la que me reúna. Pero eso no importa. La cuestión es que estoy afectada por una maldición, o como así espero, diciendo la razón por la que he contactado con vos, por los efectos secundarios de una medicina que me administró un arborista hace tiempo. El problema es que poco después de visitarla, desapareció sin dejar rastro. Deseo desesperadamente llegar al fondo de mi afección y por eso pretendo contrataros. Quiero que encontréis a cierta mujer que se ganaba el sustento vendiendo hierbas medicinales. Vale, esto es buscando al arborista. Si resulta que mi sufrimiento no es por culpa del arborista, dejadla ir, por favor. Porque eso significa que estoy bajo la influencia de una terrible maldición de la cual solo los dioses pueden liberarme. Y que debió de ser lanzada por un mendigo que se acercó a la mansión una noche en la que había invitado a unos amigos. Si podéis encontrar a ese vagabundo, os pagaré el doble. Por desgracia, la única característica distintiva que recuerdo que puede ayudar a ponerlo sobre la pista es que vendía espejos. ¡Hijo de puta! Sé que no es una gran cosa, pero es mejor que nada. Confío en vuestro gran talento y os deseo buena suerte. Marlene de Trastámara. ¿Quién vendía espejos en este juego y que hemos conocido como Mr. Espejo?
woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
La tía tuvo la desgracia de encontrarse con el conde Rodin, tío.
Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck, indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Whee!
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Hostia, qué buen detalle el de que el que la maldijo fue Conde Rodin. Dios, no me acordaba. Buenísimo ese detalle. He de decir que el diseño de este monstruo me flipa. Vamos a romper la maldición. Si se puede romper la maldición, lo vamos a hacer, ¿eh? Esa transición estaba guapa.
Gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Toma el asiento. Literal.
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
¿Eh?
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Eso es, déjala caer. Imitando todo lo que hago. No vea.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
¡Ole! Acertamos. ¡Uf! Sí, un momento, que me arregle un momento. Que me arregle las costuras. Vale, ya estoy mejor.
Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde coño ha ido? ¡Ay, por Dios, no seáis pesados! Que sois más pesados que la peste. Venga, ¿dónde? Ah, ahí está, vale. Ahí está.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
No vea.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Casita.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table,
está sonando la música de Gonte Dodin.
the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
La que hayan metido aquí cosas de Odín me mola, me flipa.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Oh. Nice. Bueno, la casita esta me está quedando chulísima, ¿eh? Y por fin hemos continuado la historia, señores. Uy, hay que dormir. ya que estamos, aprovechamos los porteos. Piripi. ¡Opa!